Let's talk meditation. A lot of people feel some resistance to meditation. Either they feel like they can't do it, they don't have the time, or when they do sit down and do it, they're not doing it right. So, a lot of these feelings come from misconceptions about meditation. So, we're going to bust these myths today. So, just try sitting down, closing your eyes, and turning off your brain. Think of nothing. Good luck. This is something that becomes frustrating for a lot of people. They think meditating means you have to have a silent mind, no thoughts. And they get frustrated because they keep having thoughts. So they think they're doing it wrong or they're a bad meditator. Really, it's unrealistic to expect that we're going to be able to just flip a switch when we sit down. We're thinking all day long. And when we try to push thoughts away or suppress them, it actually makes it more difficult. It creates more pressure, more tension, more stress. There are scientific studies that show that the more you try to resist thinking, the more obsessive thoughts become. So this becomes a very frustrating interplay for a lot of people. But meditation's not about not thinking at all. It's actually just about changing your relationship with your thoughts. So when we're meditating, we can just sit back and watch what happens. Thoughts will come in our minds, and that's okay. We don't have to push them away, but we also don't have to become actively involved with them. So we can simply observe that we're thinking and let those thoughts be. And just as they arose all by themselves, they'll also leave all by themselves, even without your effort pushing them away. So, something that I hear from a lot of people is that they can't sit still long enough to meditate. But it's funny because I never hear this as a reason people can't sit still long enough to binge watch a show on Netflix. A lot of us are in the constant habit of always doing something. So it can feel strange to take a step back from that and to do nothing for a while. We have a tendency to get restless. What meditation teaches us is that there's actually a different way of relating to the impulses that cross our mind, like restlessness. So in meditation, we can sit back and say, I'm feeling restless. Interesting. We can stay present. We can stay with that feeling of restlessness without acting on it. And what we find is that actually that feeling fades away all by itself. So it breaks the constant cycle of experience, reaction, thought, reaction, impulse, reaction. And it puts you in the driver's seat of your life so that you decide how you respond to anything that crosses your path. There's a quote by Buddhist monk Ajahn Chah: "If you have time to breathe, you have time to meditate." Meditation doesn't have to be done in a formal seated position in a silent room for 30 minutes. Meditation is about being fully present with whatever it is that you're doing. So you can be meditating while you're walking the dog, while you're washing the dishes, while you're playing guitar, as long as you are fully involved in the process of whatever it is that you're doing. Meditation doesn't have to be set aside from your life, nor is it meant to be. Seated meditation is a practice to apply the concepts of mindfulness to your entire life. So if you're able to do that right off the bat, more power to you. Your life becomes a meditation. Even after you start meditating, life's not all sunshine and rainbows. Meditation asks us to be fully present with whatever it is we're experiencing in any moment. Sometimes what we're experiencing is unpleasant. No matter how much we try to avoid unpleasant situations, we can't always control everything. Life doesn't play along with that game. What we can learn from meditation is that every experience is temporary. So we don't have to be so afraid of the bad ones, and we don't have to be so attached to the good ones. As long as we're opening to whatever experience is in front of us at any moment, all good. This too shall pass. The state of clarity and awareness that meditation creates is our natural state. It's just covered up by layers of thinking, false identifications, and misconceptions about ourselves and the world. Meditation gets us back to our truest essence. So it's not something to reach out and grab. It's something that already exists within each of us, just waiting to be realized. So don't worry so much about whether you're doing it right. Just follow what feels natural to you. This is Willow. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in learning more about embracing the power of meditation in your life, tune in for one of my online 4-week introduction to meditation courses, or we can work together one-on-one in mindfulness counseling sessions. Thanks so much for watching. Namaste.